The progressive movement ending the 1930s had been to take care of America and move it forward. And in the 1940s, conflict occurred in World War II, in Germany and Italy, in Europe and Japan, in Asia. December 7th, 1941, the Japanese Navy attacks our forces at Pearl Harbor, killing 2,000 people. December 7th is a day which will live in infamy. And Germany on the 8th, along with Italy, declare war on us. So the United States is actively involved by December 8th in the full conflict. Now, that meant that men had to get ready to go to war. And that meant that women were going to take over those roles. And that is where the big progressive change occurs. Women filled the arsenal of democracy. Women were flying planes to deliver them to the men who were using them to kill Germans, Japanese, and Italian, the enemies of America. Women were intricately involved. They did not want to sit back and wait for their husbands. They wanted to fight to help their husbands win the war. At the same time, African Americans, who were still trying to get equality after the Civil War, and this is the 1940s, so it's 80 years later, were fighting for what they called double victory. Victory abroad over fascism and Imperial Japan. Victory at home over racism and discrimination, because Jim Crow laws in the South had been there since 1877. And the progressives had not quite gotten there, but they're going to in the 1950s. So African Americans were fighting. Now, in 1947, there's a man named Jackie Robinson. Jackie Robinson breaks the color barrier in sports. It's huge. Unbelievably huge. It makes a difference. 1948, the President of the United States, Harry Truman, desegregates the military. Now, everyone, all melanin colors are going to be integrated into the U.S. military. Does it cause chaos? Absolutely. Are there problems? Horrible ones. But it's America, and we figure this stuff out. So 1940s ends with improvements for African Americans, desegregation in the military. Women had entered the workforce, and some of them had stayed. It had been very, very different. So again, progressive movements going into 1950s, and this is where stuff really begins to change.